it's really sad when... Okay, y'all, here it goes.
Y'all, 50 Cent is out here acting up again. And this time, it's all because of Vivica A. Fox and her alleged new body. Now, it's been over 20 years since these two were a thing, but it looks like 50 is low-key paying attention to his ex again. And when I tell you the internet is eating this up, let's get right into it. It all started when a video of Vivica A. Fox recently surfaced, showing her pulling up to an event in Houston for her hair collection. She had the whole setup: a red carpet, balloon arch, pyro, and even a throne.
This is really sad. I really felt bad for Vivica. I like Fox. Vivica Fox as an actress. She's been one that's been around for a long time. And I don't know why she waited until age 60 to start doing some crazy stuff like this. People need to stop altering their bodies and just age beautiful. She's beautiful. She doesn't need to do, and she had done something to her face, because her head looks double the size of what it used to be. Now, I know that, for instance, when a person, when you gain weight, you can see it in your face. Yeah, I understand that. But it looks different from that, because her face looks hard. So I don't know if somebody I was watching a cosmetic surgeon earlier talk about fat transfer. So basically, you can have fat removed from one part of the body and then placed into this particular guy. He does cosmetic surgery and only on the face, and I'll show him to you.
We've all seen people who have had facelifts, and we just look at them and we say, something just doesn't look right here.
I don't know why celebrities can't find a guy like this, because he does excellent work. But anyway, but her face looks hard. I don't even know how to explain it. So, but her head looks double the size of what it used to be, and I know she did something, and that's probably what it was, is she got that fat transfer. She got fat removed from another part of her body and put into her face, and they overdid it, whoever her surgeon is. So now here she comes with this foolishness, and it's a shame, because when the booty don't match the thighs, you out here looking real whack. And they just boy, the internet is brutal. They gonna drag you. If I were them, don't do it. Don't resist the temptation to mess with your body. Anyway, I can't believe the world star trends. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go, y'all. Just for a few seconds. So here she goes. This went viral. Sad. It's not cute, Vivica. It's too much. And she came in there wearing all that white, which really makes it stand out even more. It's not cute, Vivica. You look crazy.
But what really had people talking wasn't the event itself.
Look at her face.
It was her new figure. Sis was looking...
Look at her here. In the middle. That's the normal her, okay? And then over here to the left is this big face, bigger head situation.
Real curvy. And let's just say, social media did not hold back. A popular blog even captioned the video, "Vivica Fox celebrates getting a successful BBL at 60 years old." And baby, that's when everything went left. Now, before we get into 50's reaction, let's not forget, he and Vivica had one of the messiest breakups back in...
Now, of course, she was thinner back then, so her face looks way smaller. Weight gain is one thing, but there's something weird. Anyway.
2003. But despite all the drama, Vivica has never shied away from admitting that 50 was the love of her life. In a 2021 interview, she even said, "He's such a gentleman. He's very generous. I know him as Curtis. Always will. The love I had for him, and still to this day, he was the love of my life. I will..."
Okay. She wants him back. And so since she can't have him back, now she's coming out publicly making statements like, "I'm ready to settle down." Men can do that. Women cannot. We cannot do that. We cannot come out after way later in life talking about, "I'm ready to settle down," because we sound thirsty as all get out. Okay, that makes us sound like, okay, I've been a carnival ride for all these decades for all these different men because I'm single, I'm not married. Now I'm ready to settle down. Don't nobody want you. A woman she's not perceived the same. We can't do what men do. I know they tell us in the 20th and the 21st century that we can do what men do. We can't do what they do. And that's why she's right now getting dragged in social media. Vivica, so disappointed in you.
Admit that without any reservations. I guess this is what they mean when they say true love that never fades. 50, on the other hand, has kept it player over the years, but even he admitted that their relationship fell apart because of all the outside noise. In his words, "It got so uncomfortable with everybody else. When you're getting pushed and pulled in different directions, this is not the right thing."
Okay, see her face? It just looks so unnatural. It looks real stiff. And obviously she got something put in. You need to be taking something out if you're going to do anything. But anyway.
But let's be real, none of that stopped him from reacting when he saw that clip. 50 Cent reposted the video of Vivica's alleged BBL celebration and hit the timeline with a simple but shady caption. "Wait, let me see." Now, everyone and their dog knows 50 is shady AF. So, of course, this was just the beginning. Then, another website picked up the story with a wild headline. Vivica A. Fox's rumored BBL may have 50 Cent spinning the block. And of course, 50 couldn't just let that slide. He took a screenshot, posted it to his Instagram, and added his own little twist. "Who said I was spinning the block, man? Damn. I ain't gonna lie, that booty was good though, I think." Sir, and let's not even get started on the internet's reaction. The comments were brutal. This person wrote, "A BBL at 60 is insane." Someone else asked, "Legs sold separately?" This is because Vivica's alleged new rear view doesn't quite seem proportionate to her thigh.
Exactly. And that's the whole thing with BBLs. People are just out of their minds. Okay, I don't need to see anymore because this is all about 50 joning on her, I guess, because of what she did. We can't do what they do. Now, I want to just see what's being said here.
What's going on, guys? Jada Black here. Shout out to everybody. So I want to talk about this Vivica Fox BBL. This thing is going viral. Even 50 Cent decided to troll about it. And there were people who actually thought that he's trying to get back with Vivica. No, he was trolling. Now and he probably said it in a way because he's cool with her. He didn't want to hurt her feelings, okay? Because she, at 60 years old, went and got a BBL, and she's getting clowned all over social media. Let me say this: she's an adult. She can do whatever she wants to do.
Right.
But I want people to understand the mindset of women. This woman is 60 years old. I believe she could be considered a Gen Xer. And you wonder why these younger women are wayward. They have no direction, no guidance whatsoever. It's because the older women are too busy trying to compete with them. Now, Vivica doesn't have a man after all these years. And this clearly was an attempt to get attention, an attempt to try to land a man. And I don't know if this thing is going to work. I think a lot of you heifers need to get offline and stop trying to copy what other people are doing. BBLs are a very dangerous surgery.
They really are.
And the fact that she's celebrating getting a successful BBL, what does that tell you? What about all the women who've lost their lives? There was a woman recently who was a single mother, who went to get a BBL and she lost her life. 50 Cent, people are saying he spent a block. He's saying he wasn't. He was trolling her. But this is what happens with a lot of these older women. They are online. They see what other women are doing. They go do it. And people are going to say, well, Vivica's doing this for herself. Really? Hasn't she been doing things for herself for a long time? Why would you need a BBL to make you feel good about yourself? No, you're doing it because you want attention from men. Let's be clear. That's why a lot of y'all heifers get these BBLs. You put your life at risk for a BBL because the attention of...
And I agree with everything he's saying, but see what I mean? Women cannot do what men can do. When are we ever gonna learn? Vivica was beautiful. She was beautiful. She had no business touching her face or her body. Leave everything alone. Eat healthy. You got the money. Exercise. You can just stay, you can exercise 8 hours a day, 5 days a week if you want to. During your time off when you're not filming, you know, a movie or some working on some other project. Do that. Stop messing with your body. I mean, I could see now. I'm going to talk about me. There's a reason why I watch these surgeons. Now, I do have these deep smile lines that make me feel like it's not doing it right now, but sometimes it looks like I'm frowning, and I'm becoming very self-conscious about that because my smile lines have really, really deepened in the last year or so. So the most I would do, I don't know how they fix this. I don't know if they use Botox to fix it or fillers or whatever. But see, if I start, that would be the only thing I would do if I was going to do something. I'm not changing my nose. I love my cute little pug nose. There's nothing I would do. Maybe get some of this sucked out, but I don't need to really do that. What I need to do is some pushaways. Push away from the table and stop eating so much. So, I mean, I like to sit back and fantasize. But the most I would do, I worked for this ophthalmologist who would do procedures for ladies, like a little Botox around the eyes, because dermatologists would be like, no, you need to go see somebody in oculoplastics. We don't want to mess with eyes, because And so, because he had patients coming to him for that, which I don't think I need anything for that. See, my eyes are okay. And I've got on fake lashes just because I haven't worn any in a long time. But anyway, because he's doing that, you know, he'll do a little, you know, I would be getting the patients ready, putting a little numbing cream on. He'd give them a little Botox. A little Botox is the most that I would do. All this other stuff, even if I had the money, stuff put in, no, I'm not doing that. And am I just being vain? I don't know. Anyway, I would never. I mean, I would just have to have a flat behind. But really, you don't need to. You can exercise and counteract that and have some more curve to your body. But there's something very wrong with women. I guess, you know, I'm single myself, so I'm not trying to down her. I'm not single by choice. It's just the way things turned out. On one of these get to know me, I might explain a little bit more about that. But it's really sad when you are losing your glow, your youthful glow in front of the whole world, and you're doing stuff, and it's so obvious that she's doing things because all of a sudden you got this big old round derriere and you don't have the heavy thigh and legs to make it make sense. I saw a video today where it was girls who possibly, it was they had large derrieres, but it looked more real because it matched their legs. They had really thick thighs and legs. So if you got little skinny baseball legs, baseball bat legs, but you got this big old derriere, it doesn't even make any sense. It's just so sad. Anyway, I think that's all I've got. So, thank you all so much for coming back and hanging out with your girl. I will see you the next time I upload.